this is a way to start a year and also a way to, what's the word? Although technically this chapter was released even before the year of 2018 called in, but we'll still go with it and saying, yeah, this was a kingdom chapter I was looking for after so many despair chapters and so many annoying chapters. I have nothing but praise for this one, although I have a feeling that praise is going to be short lived. Hi for those who are watching, and welcome to the 2018s. I really hope it's going to be a good year, but I know for a fact it's not going to be a good year. So I just say I hope at least it'll be a good year for me. So, yeah, this is the Kingdom chapter 543. The Angry Enemy fan here to bring you that chapter. Last time, Shin and Kyoka saved the attendant of the of Ohon's army. And of course, Shin mocks the old man, who says that where's the thank you? Of course, that prideful old man refuses to thank, even though he is wounded. Of course, Shin holds no ill will to that, mostly because of that. So he approaches Ohon and says that the real reinforcements of mine will come soon. So even though it pains me to say this, you and I have no choice but to fight side by side, Ohon. Of course, he goes in front of him when saying that, which Ohon lampshades. Do not go in front of me when you're saying that, you idiot. So yeah, the two rivals that absolutely despise each other is forced to team up. And even the NS, and let me tell you one thing, that's just the glory of it all. Because as much as there are two people who dislike each other, when they are placed on the same team, even they can become an army. I mean, an arrow that cannot be stopped. Because that's just what happens. The two of them break through the attacks with glorious fighting moments, all the while just saying to each other, "Give me more space." That's my line. I don't even know if they're taking it seriously. I mean, Shin acknowledged that these guys are not something they can win easily with. But again, the fact that these two are fighting so evenly against this army is just amazing. Kyoka and the rest of the army, who by the way, she shows some remarkable skills here, provides the support, while the brute force is to Ohon and Shin. Elsewhere, the Gyuyon senses the Shin army and noticed that Riboku mentioned them a long time ago. However, more than that, he acknowledges that Ohon and Shin are dangerous people because there's a distasteful scent among them. I guess they mean that, artistic way of saying there's a scent of enormous amount of danger within them, so to speak. But then again, we cannot forget that the other general said that Ohon's potential is scary. So the fact that but he also this guy here acknowledges Shin as well as someone. He acknowledges both Ohon and Shin as having the same scent as the six generals that brought upon tragedies in all of the neighboring states. Note, he doesn't necessarily say that they are like the six generals, but they do say that they have the same scent as them, meaning that, well, this is an army that cannot be allowed to be here. So he decides to take up the front while taking the 10 spears to him, acknowledging that he must claim their heads before they can grow any further. So are you trying to say that that basically means that Gyeon is now here going to fall? Elsewhere, a noise is heard, and that noise is none other than the Hishin unit's reinforcements. And here we see a flashback, and I never expected to hear this from Orson. Is he pulling my leg again, or is he really sincerely saying this? He actually had a meeting with Karyo-ten and Shin. We're discussing what to do. And he acknowledges the fact that Morton had awakened. I guess that means that Morton's potentiality for general. I mean, he's promoted to temporarily general, so I guess all that is saying that now he's awakened, meaning that the left wing is currently at a standstill, meaning that they cannot interfere there too much anymore. However, Orson says that they must win the right wing, otherwise there won't be an overall victory. So, and according to Orson, that moment arrived earlier than he has predicted. I wonder about that. I have a feeling we're going to meet despair. Either way, According to him, the right wing is going to be the Hishin unit's true battleground. So he acknowledges to them to go on, and the war you have waited for has finally come. Your true battleground awaits. Okay, I never expected someone like Olsen to say that to the Hishin unit. Is he actually acknowledging them? No, 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 that can't be. A guy like that will never acknowledge someone like Shin. But I'm only saying that as a pessimist. So yeah, but even if he means that, then all the more power to you. I like that line. And what has he bring? Well, his entire army of 8,000 people, mind you. The entire army is here to destroy the right flank. Destroy these two legends and maybe even that arrogant spear user. Who knows? And so, with that, it's an army as a size and a scale that capable of with an extreme amount of pressures with appearance alone. So with that, they spread around themselves. As Yoyon once again mentions the Shin units as challenges. With that, mm, uh, with that, Shin taunts Ohon, saying that you won't be sending any more. That he saying that he won't be sending any more help to the right wing, because Shin believes this is his and his. I mean, Shin's and his to win this thing. As he raises his spear, he says, "Let's get this party started, Haitian units." As a large amount of moral cheer fills the air. The true battle of awesomeness begins now. Yeah, that's basically this chapter. As I said, I like this one. After having a lot of chapters where I did not like in Kingdom, it was refreshing to see something like this. And again, even though this chapter wasn't necessarily released in the new year, it was translated in the new year. And I feel like this is the kind of chapter you really need for a new year. So, will the Hishin unit really provide enough backup? Will they be capable of working with Ohon? The fact that Ohon didn't even complain when Shin said that this is their party to take it alone was pretty noteworthy. The fact that the Hishin unit's army, even though it's only 8,000, including Kyokai's 3,000 men, it's uh, 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 the 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 fact that they are able to do much pressure with with presence alone is amazing. So it seems that now the Hishin unit's true destiny becomes here. Will Shin and or Ohon claim the head of those two generals? Who knows? But according to Osen, they need to win this battlefield, the right flank, if the tide is going to be in their favor. Now's the question: will they? You give me your thoughts if you have any.